Okay. Well, the overall energy of this reading is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is all about truth, clarity through conversation. It's also keeping yourself on guard. That's why you're seeking truth and clarity through conversation, is so that you can make the right decisions for your life. The Ace of Swords surrounds your entire reading. So keep your sword up. I have the Lovers in your highest energy. Now, there's your guardian angels and spirit guides. They are trying to bring you together with somebody here. A divine soulmate, someone you might have been lovers with in another life. Very strong connection. Now here's it, and here's already we have a hint on how to recognize them. There will be a spark. When you look into each other's eyes, there's going to be that familiarity about them, that you've known them before, and there's going to be a spark, and you're both going to feel it. It's right next to the Six of Swords, right above the Ace of Swords. See all those swords of truth and clarity there? Every sword that you gather up about this lover that's coming into your life, all that truth, all that clarity is moving you further and further and further away from rocky waters towards smoother and calmer waters. Very important to have truthful conversations and find out what they expect from you, what they want from life. What they've been through. Get to know them. Continue those conversations through. There will be a lot of texting, emails, or phone calls here, maybe even video chats. But that's a lot of back and forth conversation and getting to know each other. You'll be able to talk. I have the Four of Cups under the Lover's card. This is a hesitation to accept a cup of love. Your arms are folded. You're not reaching for this offer, and it's right under the Lover's card. I think the other person, they may want to jump right in. Some people with that spark, when that spark hits them, that's what they want to do. But I feel like you're going to keep your sword up, and you're going to wait. You're going to wait until you get to know them better. So there's another characteristic. They might want to move faster than you do in this relationship, but they feel the spark and they will be willing to get to know you more. I have the Ten of Cups right next to the Ace of Swords and right under all that conversation that we got going on. The more you know each other, the more love that's going to develop between the two of you. This is sunshine and rainbows. There's union between two people. There's children dancing. This is a card of union and a card of love and a card of joy. So we got a lot of information coming out here. This offer that you're going to take your time in reaching out to accept, this love offer, because you want to get to know them first. They're your ship coming in. The Three of Wands. Holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings and looking out over the world. There's three ships out there. 1, 2, 3. If you can see 1, 2, and 3. And you know your ship is out there somewhere, and you're wondering if this is your ship that's come in, and it is. It's your ship coming in. And next to the Three of Wands is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is right under the Ace of Swords. So this is fire. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius might be strong in your chart somewheres, but also might be strong in their chart somewheres. So this is your next to your ship coming in, and I think they could have strong fire in their chart. This is a very passionate card in the tarot deck. This is holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings too. And it's like wherever they put their love, they put their passion. So you will find out by getting to know them better through all this truth and all this conversation that wherever they put their love, wherever, whether it's animals, whether it's gardens, whether it's their work, whether it's you, they really are passionate. Or they're just a passionate person at heart. They're all male or female, all cards. And then I have the High Priestess here, right next to the Queen of Wands, and right under the Ten of Cups. This tells me that you will know You will know. After having these conversations, you're going to know, and you're going to pull back that pomegranate curtain, and you're going to reach out and accept that cup of love, because you're going to know this is the one, this is the ship. So this is a card of intuition and a card of knowing. So your heart, your head, your gut is going to come together, and it's going to tell you, hey, this person is somebody special for me. And they are. You already know that, but you're hesitant. Matter of fact, I think if you were to jump into this relationship too fast, it might be too fast for it to last. So let's find out what else we can find out. Yeah, you need to become friends first. And that does take strength in this situation, because there's such an attraction between the two of you. Well, you have a lot to talk about. So, Taurus, I have the Strength card here. This is the card for Leo, so Leo might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But there's that infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing again, right above the head here. And so what this card is about, it's about knowing what to do and having the strength and the courage to do it. And that is getting to talk, to know them first. Because I think that you're kind of pulled in toward them and you kind of want to skip that step. But I think you're going to hold out and you're going to do your best to become friends first. Because I have the Two of Cups here. And this is a card for friends, soulmates with love. So you're going to become, like I said before, closer and closer and closer until your cups meet. I think you're going to be on the same page with so many issues. I have the Emperor right next to the Two of Cups. They might be Aries. This is a fire sign. Remember I said fire? They might have Aries in their chart, which is a fire sign. So they might be kind of stubborn. They might be kind of fixed-minded, set in their ways, so to speak. They might be a leader in their profession. They're very well liked and respected by others, but they're grounded. And they're holding out. They're holding out for the right person to get up off that throne and move forward with them. So to me, this conversation, all this getting to know each other is so important for both of you. Even though I kind of feel like they might want to move faster than you, but they kind of have a stubborn streak, and you might notice that about them. Either that or you're the one with that stubborn streak, okay? One of the two here. One of the two of you has the personality of the Emperor. I have the Four of Pentacles. This is that feeling of being stuck and weighed down by a lack of groundedness, a lack of security and stability in your life. And if you want that security and stability, you're going to know that you're going to have to be strong, and you're going to have to get to know someone before leaping into a relationship. And by doing so, you will end up with the Ten of Cups. So, stay put. Don't leap. Okay? No leaping. You're trying to avoid these tower moments. You're still kind of living in a past tower moment. And you know what? I think they are too, because the Tower card is right under the Two of Cups. I think you're both getting over something. So this is why it's so important to get to know each other and become friends first. And then you will be able to move forward. I have the Death card, the card for Scorpio. So Scorpio might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But this is about leaving the old behind, which is the Tower moments in relationships. Leaving that behind and moving forward. It's like ringing out the old year, ringing in the new year. That's what the Death is. It's putting an end to the past and the beginning of the future. And it's right under the Emperor. So under the Four of Pentacles, I have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is right next to the High Priestess, the card of intuition. So the Eight of Cups, you're still stuck on both sides of being stuck. This is both of you. In the Tower moments, you're stuck in relationships failing, in someone walking away from relationships. Well, that's not going to last because I had the Death card here. And all this getting to know each other is why this is not going to last. This is going to help both of you to move forward. This whole relationship, all this honesty, all this clarity. I got the Queen of Swords. All cards are male or female here. This is Aries or air. It's air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That might be strong. And also the Lovers. I forgot, I think, to tell you that could be Gemini. That might be strong in your chart or their chart or around the reading. And Gemini is an air sign. So Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius you might look for. Plus Aries we have here. Plus Leo we have here. We have a lot of fire here. We have Aries, Leo, we have the Queen of Wands. And we also have a couple of air signs going on. We have water with the Death card being Scorpio. So all this honesty, all this, tell me about yourself. I'll tell you about myself. I'll tell you what I expect and what I want. And you tell me what you expect and what you want. Because this is all going to help you to move forward, become friends, and know each other for who you really are, what you really want out of a relationship. This is going to help with all the confusion, because there's a lot of confusion because you're both coming out of a relationship. So there's a lot of confusion about love. This is the Seven of Cups. It's right under the Death card. You're going to leave this confusion behind. You're going to move forward, and it's going to come through all this honest and truthful communication. None of these cups were right. These are the cups that you've both been picking, and they fall apart for one reason or another, and it's all because something else supersedes the love. That's coming to an end. So, how can you recognize them? When your eyes meet, there's going to be a very special connection there. There's going to be a spark. You're going to feel it. You're probably going to feel it right in your chest when you look at them. So there will be a lot of talk. They may want to just, come in and offer, like you want to go on a trip with me or something major. That you're not just going to grasp for. You've learned your lessons. You have your sword up. You're in self-protection. I think they are too. Their self-protection, I think, is being more like firm and more, just kind of grounded and like you can't make me do anything I don't want to do. Stubborn type energy. That's how I feel. But I feel they're going to let their guard down once they get to know you. This is very important in this reading. So you will find the strength because you're going to want to accept that cup, but I don't think you're going to because the Ace of Swords is going to, you're going to find the strength and the courage to get to know them before you go reaching for that cup of love. This is your ship coming in. So, let's find out the timing. When are you going to meet this person? Now, I'm pulling one card from the Arcanum deck. I have to do research on the card to find out the timing. There's 78 cards in this deck. And I will put the description of the timing card. I will tell you the timing at the bottom of the description under the video. If one comes out, that's your card, and there it is. The Eight of Wands. Let me show you that card. The Eight of Wands. Beautiful. Look at Eight of Wands. We got that twice. All that conversation. All that getting to know each other. Emails, texts, phone calls. Communication. So, the Eight of Wands is your timing card. I will look that up and I will put that at the bottom of the description under the video.